The Petrojam scandal, a wake-up call for transparency and accountability in Jamaica. A message to Stuart, young Minister of Energy in Trinidad and Tobago.
The Petrojam scandal, which rocked Jamaica in 2018, remains a stark reminder of the pervasive issues of corruption, mismanagement, and lack of accountability that continue to plague the nation's public institutions. As the state-owned oil refinery responsible for ensuring Jamaica's energy security, Petrojam was meant to be a cornerstone of national development. Instead, it became a symbol of systemic failure, exposing deep-rooted governance flaws and eroding public trust in government institutions. While the scandal led to some reforms, the end result raises questions about whether enough has been done to prevent such failures from recurring.
The Petrojam scandal? What happened?
The scandal came to light in 2018 when reports surfaced of widespread corruption and mismanagement at Petrojam. Key issues included nepotism and cronyism. Allegations emerged that senior executives had hired family members and close associates for lucrative positions, bypassing standard recruitment processes. Misuse of funds. Petrojam was accused of extravagant spending, including lavish parties, questionable travel expenses, and unauthorized donations to organizations with ties to government officials. Inflated contracts. Contracts were allegedly awarded to favored companies at inflated costs, with little regard for transparency or value for money. Governance failures. The board of directors was criticized for failing to exercise proper oversight, allowing mismanagement and corruption to flourish. Lack of accountability. Despite mounting evidence of wrongdoing, there was little immediate action to hold those responsible accountable. The scandal sparked public outrage, with citizens, civil society groups, and opposition politicians demanding answers. The government faced intense pressure to address the issues and restore confidence in Petrojam and the broader public sector. The fallout and reforms. In response to the scandal, the Jamaican government took several steps to address the issues at Petrojam. Leadership changes. The managing director and other senior executives were removed from their positions. The board of directors was also dissolved and replaced with new members. Audits and investigations. A series of audits and investigations were launched to uncover the extent of the mismanagement and corruption. These reports highlighted significant governance and operational deficiencies. Policy reforms. The government introduced measures to strengthen governance and accountability at Petrojam, including stricter procurement guidelines and enhanced oversight mechanisms. Public accountability. Several parliamentary committees held hearings to scrutinize the scandal, bringing the issues into the public domain and holding officials accountable for their actions. The end result, a mixed legacy. While the Petrojam scandal led to some reforms, the end result has been a mixed bag. On the positive side, the scandal forced a much-needed conversation about governance and accountability in Jamaica's public sector. It highlighted the importance of transparency, independent oversight, and the need for robust systems to prevent corruption. The removal of implicated officials and the introduction of new policies were steps in the right direction. However, the scandal also revealed the limitations of Jamaica's anti-corruption framework. Despite the public outcry and evidence of wrongdoing, few individuals face significant legal consequences. The slow pace of justice and the perception of impunity for powerful figures have left many Jamaicans disillusioned. Furthermore, while Petrojam has made some operational improvements, questions remain about whether the underlying culture of corruption has been fully addressed. A call for sustained action. The Petrojam scandal should serve as a wake-up call for Jamaica. While the immediate fallout led to some reforms, much more needs to be done to ensure that such a scandal does not happen again. Key steps include strengthening anti-corruption institutions. Agencies like the Integrity Commission must be empowered to investigate and prosecute corruption cases more effectively. Enhancing transparency. Public institutions must adopt open and transparent practices, particularly in procurement and hiring, to prevent favoritism and misuse of resources. Cultural change. There must be a shift in the culture of governance, where accountability and integrity are prioritized over personal gain. Public engagement. Citizens must remain vigilant and demand accountability from their leaders, ensuring that corruption is not swept under the rug. In conclusion, the Petrojam scandal was a dark chapter in Jamaica's history, but it also presented an opportunity for meaningful change. While some progress has been made, the end result shows that the fight against corruption is far from over. Jamaica must learn from this experience and take bold, sustained action to build a public sector that is transparent, accountable, and truly serves the interests of its people. Only then can the nation move forward with confidence and integrity.